got this.
Kvůli nedávným událostem je Růžičkovo nádraží z důvodu oprav uzavřeno. Omlouváme se za komplikace.
Looking forward to the end of the day.
Don't blow your head.
Uniforms. They smell.
Try to look professional.
Pouze v případě nouze volejte 112. Na místní oddíl státní policie se obracejte přímo.
Think maybe someone died wearing these uniforms?
We got this.
Looking forward to the end of the day.
Don't blow your cover.
Not dark.
Státní policie má oprávnění během stavu nouze vykonávat prohlídky. Prosíme o spolupráci za všech okolností.
Money on this one. Hope that drone doesn't come over here.
Don't blow your cover.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This uniform is heavy. We should double the price. Bomb attacks. Stupid plagues.
Hope you make your quota today.
You will look more intimidating. Shut up. We should double the price. Bomb attacks. Invest is too tight.
We got this.
Police come back and forth. Not dark. People. How long? Someone is coming. Problem is to come up with look in that truck. I am convinced he is not one of the distant no more excuses. Find him.
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man. You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Jensen, my favorite techno wonderkind. Sorry about the goons, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
I stayed out of their way. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
Diwali internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as things settle down. The day after a bombing, man, it's... Well, I mean, it's scary, right? I'm surprised people go out at all.
Sometimes people don't have a choice. My systems took a hit. I was hoping you could help me get everything running again.
Took a hit? You mean... Oh, shit! Why didn't you say so? We need to get you in the chair. The chair. You know, I've always wanted to get a closer look at those Sari fogs of yours. A real close look. So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then, well, then I just need to sort of dive in. Feel my way around.
What exactly are you going to do to me?
I'm not sure yet. First, I gotta get in there to see what's wrong. But don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to you I wouldn't do to myself. I promise. Besides, you've been here a few times. You know I'm professional.
You've never had to put me under before.
I never saw you the day after an explosion before either. That was a big shock to your system, man. Kaboom! Now, you want me to fix you or not?
Hang on a sec, you gonna put me under for how long? What if the Diwali send reinforcements?
Oh, you're just stalling. Those illiterates aren't going to get in here. Don't be scared of the chair, okay? The chair is gentle. I promise. This thing with the Diwali is nothing. Otar's pissing where he shouldn't.
I count on you to fix me, Kohler. To some extent, your problems are my problems.
That's sweet, Jensen. Otar Botkovelli is the Diwali #2 guy. The men outside, they were his men. But the big boss man is Radic Nikoladze. He is the #1 guy. And I know Radic, so don't worry about it. Now, are we gonna do this procedure, or what?
All right, let's just get this over with.
Relax, Jensen. It's gonna be fine. You won't even know I'm in there. You'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it.
What?
Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to... Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, right?
Where did you...
I was trying to connect the unconnected. But you got some strange fucking ogs back there. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. Here, let me get you some water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease out. Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Kohler?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these, I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah, David Sarif installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Kohler? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers. See that? Major spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you want to use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. See that? Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just, you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
All right. Reset me now, Kohler. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay, so I'm not always gonna be there for you like this. I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
Thought you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. I help you make the most of the new AUGs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Sarif installed all my AUGs. There's something inside me I don't know about. He's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Sarif's work. These new AUGs, they look different to me. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetorheological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
You ever seen anything like this before? An AUG system that's deliberately hidden like that?
I don't know, Jensen. I mean, I heard of people getting the black market treatment before. Pass out in Prague, wake up in Shanghai. But usually they wake up with less AUGs, not more.
What exactly makes these AUGs so different from my other ones?
They look like experiments, is what? Loose wiring everywhere, man. It's like half of you is untested, unfinished, unbelievable. It's beautiful, is what it is.
Why would Sarif have hidden these things inside me? I don't get it.
I am not convinced this is a Sarif job. The tech itself is super high-end, but the PDOT insulation, sloppy. The bone mounting, mounted on the quick. Just doesn't have Sarif's touch. Looks more like a retrofit to me. Something much more recent. Well, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking how much I hate being unconscious. You said these additions look recent. How recent?
Within the last 2 years, give or take. Something happened to you in that time?
I was pulled out of the ocean and put in some facility in Alaska to recover. There's a few months there that... the more I try to remember, the blurrier it gets.
Shit, Jensen. That's terrifying.
This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Kohler?
There could be a way to optimize. It's just... it would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
There's a way for me to use everything I have without compromise? I want to know about it.
I was hoping you'd say that. I order all my fancy tech from this illegal catalog, right? But my last shipment got intercepted by Otar Botkoveli.
The same Otar whose men were looking for books out there before?
I am not going to force you. I want you to want to do it. I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Otar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small courtyard off Hlavny Street.
Thanks for the info, Kohler. Thanks for the praxis.
Man, you know I love you, Jensen, but we both have work to do. What do you need?
I spoke to Sarah earlier, before you made your little discovery. He got in touch with me after seeing footage of the train station attack.
You should talk to him again. I mean, if it was me, if there was something inside me and I didn't know where it came from, I would want whatever answers I could get.
You're saying you know where every single piece of you comes from?
I am not fancy like you, but we are similar in some ways. Both stuffed with more tech than our bodies can handle. Both pushing the limits of augmentation. The big difference is I am my own maker, Jensen. There is no one for me to thank or to blame but myself.
Give me a rundown on these experimental augs you found again.
You got two distinct systems in that garage of yours, Jensen. One is Saris. Those augs are tested, safe, reliable. The other ones were hidden, and man, they are screaming for juice. You need to overclock your rig if you want them to run.
You made it sound before like there were risks involved.
Basically, you could overheat. And if that happens, well, that's the whole experimental mystery part. I'm not exactly sure what could happen.
You're not filling me with confidence here, Calder.
No, don't say that. You can mitigate the risks by permanently disconnecting one of your more standard issue AUGs. One for every new AUG you decide to try out. In fact, as your doctor, I highly encourage you to test your limits.
I'll keep that in mind. This calibrator you need, what is it exactly?
It's a device that allows me to measure and manipulate neuronal connections. I mean, I can eyeball with the best of them, but for any type of advanced procedure...
So you can't optimize my system without this device? An OTAR just happens to have it.
I was having a shipment of tools delivered to somewhere I shouldn't have. An OTAR intercepted. I'm sorry, Jensen. This situation I got with the Diwalis, it's not really your problem.
Starting to think it is. What else do I need to know about OTAR?
Otar Botkoveli is the second in command of the Diwali crime family here in Prague. People say he is a good guy to have on your side.
And if you're not on his side?
Then you hide behind a wall and hope Otar doesn't find you. It's frustrating, Jensen. I got this deal with Otar's boss, Radic Nikolazzi. Way under the table, super secret. The Diwali are supposed to stay away from me.
Guess Otar didn't get the memo. Tell me more about your relationship with the Diwali. What exactly are you caught up in?
Well, you see, it's not so much a relationship. Not so much with the Diwalis, per se. It's more of an occasional contact with Radic Nikolazzi.
Alright. So this contact you happen to have with Radic, then?
The problem here isn't me so much. Radic has a habit of keeping things from Otar. And Otar, he doesn't like what he doesn't know. So he puts heat on me as a way of putting heat on Radic. Trying to burrow into his secrets, you know?
Does Radic have secrets buried here with you?
My deal with Radic, part of this deal, is that I don't talk to anyone about my deal. Not Otar, not you, no one. No offense, Jensen, you scared the shit out of me. Otar, he scares the shit out of me. But Radic is worse than both of you put together.
That's all I need for now, Doc.
Yeah, okay. And hey, good luck with that shit. Don't fry yourself, alright?
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Anomaly detected. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
If they had their way, they would bulldoze the whole district. The these people fill in all the pockets. Right?
Tak si prvně pojď, Fischer. Pro tebe zaběží cenu. Ahoj.
Nemůžu věřit, že ti
You alive and clearing a way to the future. Prove it. Save it. Or somebody.
Access granted.
Following news of yesterday's devastating attack on Rome. So let's hear from Dr. Alice Rucker, our charmingly eloquent leader.
As the non-augmented peoples of the world, this incident was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all
They were asked for
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
That was 6 months ago. Earlier today.
Premises are secure. Continuing general patrol.
Myslím, že se mi tam tuhle viděl.
Hence the red blue.
what, please? Act like it.
Expensive, but worth it.
Děkujeme za
In our body. Our augmented body. The police take control of your destiny.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
As you wish. Out of sight, out of mind.
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test augs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan aug? That's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls. Reach out to me. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive, a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
Join with the machine, and the future is ours.
You looking for the best prices in Prague? Not talking hot dogs here.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, why don't you have a store?
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down and pass on the savings to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What have you got?
Well, I got info. The kind that's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
No problem. What do you have?
Sophisticated choice. Is that all the info you need? Excellent choice. I'm finished for the day. We've taken everything I had.
A pokud možno nevycházeli z domu.
Moment, kde máte pomoc?
How much longer is it going to be?
My favorite universal soldier! What do you need?
I confronted Sarif about the strange odds you found inside me. He gave me the name of a scientist. Vadim Orlov.
Vadim Orlov? Vadim Nikolaevich Orlov? Shit, Jensen.
So, you know him?
I heard of him. Experimental military stuff. This guy is shrouded in secrets and shadows, man. I never even seen one of his orcs. Well, until now, I guess. Sarif tell you anything else?
He's still looking into it. That's all I need for now, Doc.
Yeah, okay. And hey, good luck with that shit. Don't fry yourself, alright?
I was stopped by someone named Drahomir at a checkpoint. He sent me here. Apparently you help Augs with documentation, upgrade their permits.
You have the money?
Maybe. You want to tell me what I'm paying for exactly?
You pay to get your name on the list. Melina upstairs, she works on your shiny new permit. You come back in 1 week to pick it up. Standard pickup fee will apply. Not people. Augs. 35,000 credits.
You're not even trying, are you? You just blatantly scam Augs out of as much as you can.
You want updated permit or not? Documents are actually pretty good. You'll see. Trust me. The girl is very talented.
These documents, what are they? Stolen? Forged? Invisible?
Look, just give me what you have, and I'll put your name on the list. That's how it works. Melina does surprisingly good work. Puts more effort in than we ask her to.
I think I've heard all I need to about your offer, and about your friend upstairs. I'm gonna try my chances without the papers for now.
Suit yourself. Only a matter of time before they come knocking at night.
Fucking cunt.
Hlášení o pohřešovaných osobách. Po útoku na Růžičkově nádraží se stále pohřešuje několik osob. Podrobnosti najdete na státní policie. Potenciál
She'll gather round.
That bombing was bad for business.
Even at the time. Hope he fucking washes the uniform this time.
I think after Rosica, business would be up.
It's a bad vibe.
Where is it?
Go check. So it was nothing?
You get it too?
Take a look around.
I hope you're not Edward Broad, because you don't look at all like the picture.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no og left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other ogs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of... like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... you know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms. Scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of?
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
All right. I'll go meet Edward and Urenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of.
We've already taken care of the guys outside. They won't be a problem.
Thank you. As mysterious military types go, you're pretty neat, I guess. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
So let's keep going. First of all, let me get this out of the way when talking about the AUG incident. I've always hated that title.
Please. None of us are safe for as long as Drahomir is out there.
How many times did Drahomir charge Edward and Urenka already?
I don't know the exact numbers. Many times, that is for sure. People like Edward and Urenka, they are willing to keep paying. And people like Drahomir, they know this.
They're that desperate to stay in Prague.
Desperate to stay out of Golem. Edward, I think he has family here. And Urenka, she thinks she's someone else. Some kind of robot. Anyway, Drahomir took advantage of this. Kept charging both versions of her until there was nothing left.
I'm gonna do what I can. You just be careful.
The commies hated us. How they had a way of life that we couldn't fucking stand, and it was only...
Please.
What do I need to know to take down Drahomir?
He and his fake police checkpoint are beyond the archway. Just down the street from here.
So I'm supposed to start a fight in the middle of my own neighborhood, with guys who look like cops.
Better if the real police don't see you. Though there may be a safer way. Drahomir said there is this one female cop who suspects him, and who might actually have the courage to do something. Find her. Tell her the truth. And who knows?
I'm gonna do what I can. You just be careful.
Just because Drahomir looks like a cop doesn't mean he's a real cop.
He showed me his credentials. They look pretty real to me.
Bullshit. The guy's a scam artist. Everyone knows it.
If you ever find proof of this, I'm with you. You know that.
Hello?
Hope it
So,
doesn't
my
start
friend.
wait-
So, my friend, you have the card now, yes?
I know all about your extortion scheme, Drahomir. I'm here to put a stop to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But I tell you what. You get out of here. Right now. And I'll forget all about your outdated documents.
I know you're not a real cop, and I know the forgeries you sell don't even work anymore. How much longer you think you can keep this up once people realize you're just a con man?
The oak permits may not work anymore, but my police credentials, very convincing. Show the right piece of paper here, fill the right pocket there. The cops won't touch me. Not over this.
Good thing I'm not a cop.
Look, Melena's the one you want, okay? She makes the forgeries. I'm just a middleman.
I've heard enough from Elena to know that isn't true.
You spoke to her? Look, this was never personal. If you value your life, don't make it personal now. I will kill to protect what is mine.
I think I'll just take the long way around for now.
Think maybe someone died wearing these uniforms.
Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
About the repression in the city.
Look, I have nothing against your kind, okay? Personally, I mean. But I am on the front lines of a police state. I am a child of my moment in history.
Sounds awfully abstract for a cop.
To be competent, I have to be complicit. My way of being okay with that is to be abstract. I don't drag human beings from their homes. I drag historical outliers. I don't shoot into unarmed crowds. I fulfill the will of history.
You mean the will of those in power?
Same difference.
I used to be a cop, for what it's worth.
Let me guess, not in Prague. And not since the incident.
In America, Detroit, long time ago.
I envy you. I look forward to the day that I can say I used to be a cop. A long time ago.
That bad?
If I could do it again, I would be a fireman. No one looks into a fire and thinks, shit, does this one really deserve it? You can just follow orders and feel good about it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen. The right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
Drahomir's checkpoint is the setup for a forgery ring. He's not just stopping Augs and giving them a hard time. He's not just taking people's lunch money. It's extortion.
This forgery ring, you have an address?
I was inside. I saw the equipment.
You know what? You had me back at harassing. I've been dying for an excuse. A chance to go after someone who actually deserves it for once. No more hiding behind the people he bribes. I suggest keeping your distance. Official police business now. Stay out of it. Time to shut it down, Drahomir! Getting a clear angle!
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Primus, is that you?
Are you Arenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka's not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Golem just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
A world where everyone's treated fairly. And I thought Helena was the one in the science fiction. Perhaps we've been dead a long, long time. This is not right.
God, why are you people such ass? The old man was supposed to be alone. Let's go.
Heard you're sitting.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money to feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
No, that's not who sent me. You paid someone for an AUG permit. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. Those officers who stopped me. Sure, I remember. They charged me 3 times already. Said it was a very complicated process. I knew it wouldn't get me anywhere.
But you kept paying?
I was desperate. I would pay 100 more times if it meant I could stay close to my family, to what is left of them. I want to stay in Prague.
What happens if they catch you without a valid AUG permit?
They'll take me to that complex they built. Golem City.
Are you ready for that if it happens?
Not one bit. I'm an old man. I'd rather die somewhere that's familiar than live somewhere that's not. Golem City. Pfft. It's for criminals and revolutionaries. I am neither.
Why did you get augmented in the first place?
When my children had children, I wanted to keep up with them, mentally and physically. I wanted to take them to the park, push them on a swing. All of this was before the... you know.
Before the incident.
Right. Incident. How ironic, hmm? I get augmented so I can be closer to them, and now it's not permitted.
Where's your family now?
They're here in Prague. There are places I can go sometimes, from where I can catch glimpses of them, and at least I know they're all right.
You never speak to them?
Maybe someday. I think I still have a chance with my grandson. Children are better at forgiveness than adults. Is it not true?
They're better at forgetting. Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Milena, I met with both those AUGs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
There's more of this to come, followers. So get that wax out of your eardrums. And if you're just joining us, as all you followers probably know, I've been a marked man for years. The reality of this being that I have to hide out in Grandma's tea room and hire some computer geeks full-time to block off scramble hacking codes while they're snacking on cheesy buns. Love writing those paychecks, I tell you. These are the golden days compared to 2 decades ago when I had to fake my own death. Or when the Luminations stormed the van we were broadcasting out of, put Stephen up in Nelson, and walked us up.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Maintaining cautious patrol mode.
The annihilation of a...
Mějte na paměti, že předměty týkající se augmentací například...
Povolení sem, Augu. Doufám, že máte doklady připravený a aktuální, Augu.
Everything is in order, officer.
Jo, jasně, že je, ale já se stejně podívám, jestli vám to nevadí. Takhle vysoký oprávnění jsem ještě neviděl. To je působivý.
I'll take your word for it. Not sure I caught all of that.
To je fuk, můžete jít. A zkuste zapracovat na té češtině.
Sometimes you have to stand up to people. Do the right thing. Wrong place, wrong time. I feel sorry for your kind.
Get the hell away from here, Ugg. You want to blow something up?
What a place. Great. Another one. Get to be as many flights here than forward. Hello.
Leave me alone, you fuck!
Move along, everyone.
My priest
It gets much colder. I just breathe salt with me.
Fuck you.
Papers are out of
My
date.
priest to death.
I got them last week.
Excuse me.
Yes, you have some questions.
How does this Rabia work? Do you need Augs to build it, or do you want us to live there?
Although everyone is there, it's being built by the augmented for the augmented.
How is it different from the Utala complex?
There's no comparison. Utalek was a place to put people, just a way to move the problem somewhere else. Rabia is built for you to live in.
Okay. Can I keep this pamphlet?
Of course. Have a good day.
Hlášení o pohřešovaných osobách. Potopí na Ružičkově nádraží. Podrobnosti najdete na webu státní policie. Potenciálně zmatené či zraněné jedince prosím ohlaste úřadu.